Welcome back to my playthrough of Hexen, Deathkings of the Dark Citadel as the Cleric on the Pope difficulty, played through GZDoom. Today we are beginning the first real hub of Hexen, Deathkings of the Dark Citadel, Blight. Let's begin. So, as you can see, there's no Korax to greet us this time, only a solar thing. But we aren't gonna do anything with that for the time being. Instead, we're going to go and check these areas out. Each one has a few centaur and slaughters. And what we're gonna do is go down to one of them and turn all of these guys into pigs with the porculator we got from the last video. And then, in this direction, we can go around and do the old cheese with them. Look at that, I got 2 in a row. While we're here, we might as well get rid of these guys. And grab some more mana. There's also this area, which I'll visit later. But in the meantime, we're just gonna go around and deal with these guys. And hey, look! One of them got stuck in the thing. With the door, even. But we're just gonna give him the old cheese treatment. You too, buddy. Get over here. Or not. Alright, yeah, I'll handle you the long way. Yeah, you can handle them any way you want, really. But this door opens up. There's a slaughter here. We're just gonna stun him so he goes to his shield state and cheese him. Now these other guys are gonna come here because they're dumb. And did you see that guy fly? Yeah, he just flew. Whatever. We're gonna get rid of him. In fact, I'm gonna use the melee a little bit. Well, kind of melee thing that the Serpent staff has going on. And that's about all the centaur and slaughter in this center area, but we are going to go into a new area with serpents. So now we can go into this dark area with all these snot serpents spitting their snot at me. Absolutely disgusting. They need to go. Same with this one. Thankfully, these guys are only on the left side, so you don't have to worry about any serpents on the right. You might have to worry about Etten getting in your way and taking a lot of damage, because that's what they do. They're kind of the tanks, even though they're the basic enemy of the game. But when you go into here, you want to watch out because there's a few serpents just sitting around here waiting to spit snot at you and guard this emerald key. Also here are some bushes that might lock on. Might being a keyword. But whatever. We're gonna just press all 3 of these buttons in order to get out because these things were blocking the way. And look, we get flechettes as a reward, but that's a classic Hexen trap. There are a few serpents waiting for you because nothing's ever easy in this world, isn't it? Whatever. Well, we got the emerald key, but we can also grab this. We don't have to worry about any traps there. I'm going to save the combined mana for later. I'm also going to go into this area, which is pretty dark. So let's just get that torch out and quickly clear out these guys. Yeah, I got hit, but that's fine, because we're just going to grab some crystal vials and stuff here. Also, while you're here, you can also grab these flechettes, and when you try to do that, these guys may or may not spawn, so watch out for them. You can probably use them to your advantage. And also, while you're here, you can go up to this area, but I'm going to do that later. For now, I'm just going to find all the afrits and go down into this area and give this Etten a suck. And give this brown chaos serpent taste my wrath too. Yeah, we only have the serpent staff, but that's fine. They give you combined mana like candy. You'll see why when the time comes. There's also a quartz flask that you can pick up here because we need our sippy juice. And you may or may not need it for this section, because when you go down into here and use the Korak's face, these guys pop out, and look, a swamp key. Yeah, there's a number of these guys just sitting around here. This one right here, and that one there too. They did quite a number on me, but that's fine, because there's plenty of crystal vials here. Those guys sure do pack a punch, don't they? But that's fine. Just don't get punched too much, and you should be hunky-dory. Anyways, here are these guys. If we didn't use the torch, this area would be really dark, but not too dark. It's an appropriate level of darkness, but for now we're just going to go into here and clear this area out. You can grab some green mana if you want to, but you don't necessarily need it. Speaking of things you don't necessarily need, you can also go back into this area that I need to relocate. Not this one, but since we're here, we might as well get rid of these guys. This area, right. Yeah, this place is a circle, so it can get a little confusing, but when you find this part again, you can go into here and open this wall up, go into this area and destroy this guy. Go down the lift, destroy this guy, and do the same for these guys as well. Look, there's more green mana. We don't have a green mana weapon yet. But we do have the cave key, because this is a cave, and this is where you get the cave key, right? Well, now we have that. We're gonna go down and check this guy out. He's just sitting there, but we'll deal with him later. And look, as I said, this area is a little dark, so that's why we use the torch. Alright. So now we're gonna go into this area and get rid of this guy, because he is a pain in the butt. Really big pain. You can grab one of these, it doesn't really matter, but we're just gonna get rid of these guys in advance for our health and safety. Yeah, he took a little bit, but that's fine. While we're around here, we might as well go in a circle. If you need crystal vials, you can grab them. You can also grab the quartz flask. These guys can't infight with each other because they're the same enemy, of course, so you have to do some work. Unless they do infight. Whatever. Hexen's weird like that. Alright, so now that you've killed all the brown serpents here, you can grab the disc, maybe more mana. But when you grab the horn key, these guys appear, and here's what you can do. You can get rid of this Afrik first, because he's going to shoot projectiles constantly at you if you don't. And go around in a circle and dispose of these guys. Actually, it's more of a square. But if you go around in a square, you're less likely to get hit unless you get hung up on level geometry, which shouldn't happen if you know where these trees are. If you destroy them in advance, you can do that. And just watch out for the well right here, or a fountain, whatever. I think it's a well. So those guys are destroyed, and we're out of mana. Well, in that case, we're just gonna go to this area and grab some more, shall we? I see what I did. I didn't grab the combined mana. Henceforth, I didn't get the blue mana, but I kind of wanted to save it so I can get blue and green mana, but you don't have to be a miser like me. You can grab it willy-nilly. Like I said, they give mana out like candy, but it's combined mana sometimes. It's also green mana. We won't be getting a green mana weapon until much later on, but in the meantime, we're gonna flip this switch, and this switch, and this switch, and this switch, and that opens this area. So now we're free. Whoopee. So let's clear this area out, grab some more mana, because we can. Might as well grab the combined mana. No more being a miser. Instead, we're going to go into some of these new areas that we can open up now that we have the keys for them. Like this one. And we're just going to do kind of a cleanup job. With the centaurs. And if you go down here, there's a Slotar, and he hit me right there. I was hoping I'd stun him, but I did stun him. What the hell? I'm not timing my things right, but I was gonna do the flechette trick on him, but I'm a little bad with my timing right now. Don't know why, but we're gonna jump up here and grab the Mystic Urn, and also open this area up to grab the Dark Serpent. Open it up again to avoid the Slotar's Wrath and grab the Ruby Planet. Very important that you grab that. We'll be using that later, but in the meantime, we're just gonna drop down here and find these two guys and fight them. This guy goes into a pain state. And this guy goes into a death state. Perfect. Took some damage, but it's all worth it because there's plenty of crystal vials here. As you can see, this leads to the swamp key area. Since we got that, we can also go right into here, deal with this guy, clean him up. I'm just gonna kill him with the staff. And open this up again. It's very slow, but whatever. And fight this guy. And give him the same treatment I did with the other ones. And take some sips of the sippy juice since we took a bit of damage. You don't have to, but you might as well. You could also kill these guys and suck them dry if you want. But we're also going to jump up here and grab this Chaos Device and open this side up. And go back into here before we get any damage so we can get the Porculator. Now we're going to drop down here and dispose of an Etten who decides to spontaneously appear, and also this Slotar. Just like that. Yeah, come here, buddy. I got hit, but that's fine, because we're going into this area and grabbing some more crystal vials. And look, this is the Emerald Door. So I'm going to dedicate this part of the video to cleaning up the Etten who decided to appear. Ettens. Someone correct me on the plural. Help me, comment section. I know you know this. I'll probably look it up after the video. But either way, there's plenty of guys who spawn in here afterwards. If you want to clean them up, you can do so. Because they're all just sitting here. They're all just gathering dust and being like weird dog head things. Are they dog heads? That's also a good question. Lots of good questions on this channel, but we're just gonna clean up the rest of these guys and make sure that they aren't a threat. Like you. Yeah. By the way, if you go around here, these slips will raise, and you can use the planet. Now that's odd. Yeah, it's odd because it sends you back to here. Well, when you go back into here, this area opens up. And as you can see, it's a very familiar area, isn't it? Well, we're just gonna clear it all out because there's a lot of things, a lot of pests here. Might as well go on pest control. Yeah, let's get them all out of here. Okay, with that all settled, we can grab the mana and check this portal out. It leads to the secret level. But of course, these guys are here to ruin it. Yes, the secret level already. Get out of here. Like I was saying, yes, the secret level already, but we are going to call this episode for now. So stay tuned for the next one where we actually go into the secret level. But until then, toodaloo.